I'll flick up.
Playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking
Flick up for the playoff game
in downtown New Orleans. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the New Orleans Saints. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Short one here, caught by McBride. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That good for 19 on the first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Then he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They go to Johnson again. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Off play action. Weaver. He'll try and do this himself. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Koo knocks this one through the post. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Looking to put a drive together.
Down. Ready?
The drive starts with a run by Allen. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. 33. Yellow. Set.
Rattler wants to throw it. And it's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go.
To the air is Rattler. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we give up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and a couple.
Ready. Ready.
From the gun, here's Rattler. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead.
There we go. Let's go, baby.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too good.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're not too pleased and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Operating from the gun. Weber. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Weber. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. Pulled in at the 24. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Ready.
Here's Allen. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Come on, set. Set.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a
Let's
loss.
go. Black. Next. Second.
Now Rattler. He'll try and do this himself. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense was out there to muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
10 3-yard score after 1 here on EA Sports.
A little quarter there. A little quarter.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Weber. A short one here, caught by McBride. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Weber. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Cardinals first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to try and do this himself. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Off the play fake. Weber. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
2nd and 5.
Ready.
Here's Rattler. Left side, got Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Ready.
Throwing is Rattler. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our games do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call it?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called it old reliable.
Yeah, that means
What up, Midgie? Nami, what up?
But he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Over the middle, he finds Velo. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a carry for Allen. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and maybe the big finish with the tackle.
Yeah.
Yellow. 20. Ready.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. He gets this complete to Shaheed.
Can we finish it off? Can we finish it off?
2 catches now in this divisional round.
That's the question. Will my team, will the Saints ratings be able to top it off? Can I keep them in the games? Can I keep them ahead? Just trying to play good ball, dude. Just trying to play good ball. Hopefully my pedigree, my user pedigree takes over. That's not good. But no, I mean, you obviously play this game enough. It's can be really good, really fun sometimes. It can be really dumb and frustrating at times. I mean, I think we all know the deal.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And this to the other side of midfield before
That was kind of dumb.
4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Arizona.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3. The Saints 41-yard line.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the 1st down on that one?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll follow his blockers there.
Jitterbug.
23-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3
trap.
yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught right side, Davis. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Pacheco going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
There's the trap.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Off-play action, Weber. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Operating from the gun. Weber. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown.
Seeing where he was lining up.
Marvin Harrison Jr. from 3 yards out. And the Cardinals take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive? Were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Ready, ready. Slide two. 60 red. 6 hut.
From the shotgun, Rattler. And this is going to be intercepted.
That's not what I wanted. Why was that not illegal contact?
Well, that's a drive right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of
Terrible,
up for
terrible
grabs, and
plays,
it's going to
terrible
come down the
plays,
hands of the
terrible
wrong
plays,
team.
terrible plays.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Weber. Now he's going to step up and run. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
It's caught inside the 25.
Yeah, shit me.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And will find Davis. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They run over center with Benson. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
We should kick the field goal, bro. Gave you 3 freebies. Gave you a free possession.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some
Cheater.
really long extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Blue check. Let's go now. Set.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Randy, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
To the right side, he's got Vela. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 3.
Here we go. Set. Set.
They'll run with Allen. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on third and 1.
That's good.
Gotta say, I'm a little surprised to see him come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit out back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup.
Dang, he was on that
before they're backed up even further.
Let's go. Set.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He sets up the screen to Jones. He's got room at the 30. Still going. Touchdown, New Orleans. Famous Jones, 36 yards. And the Saints are able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 14.
That was tough.
Makes the score Saints 24.
Why are he trying to strip the ball? Or got aggressive?
Ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Dances by him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Weber. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. In a wild card game last week, he had 4 catches. Now he has his 4th catch here.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's second and 10. Back to throw. Weber. That's complete to McBride. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. Looking to throw. Weber. Pass complete there to Harrison. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 31.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Weber. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get it there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Shifts by him. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate. A nice carry.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Getting Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Ready, ready. Yellow, set.
They run the counter. Allen. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Black 40. Set.
Rattler wants to throw it. Allen's got it over the middle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Give me a turnover, man. Give me a turnover.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Weber. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Open man here is Benson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down
Ball
gain
out
of
quick,
3 yards,
boys.
and that'll be enough. Two-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
Now.
Again, Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Weaver. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Cardinals.
For real.
46 yards.
For real.
And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit
give
more
up that.
interesting
For
here in
real.
this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now we take it in by Shaheed. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ready?
To the air is Rattler. Pass to the right. There's Jones. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 2nd and 15.
Ready? Ready?
Rattler going to look to throw again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals are right back in this football game. Well, that one was in
Oh
the
my
air for an
gosh.
agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Dude, that is so cheesy.
Field, it's Besh. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
So cheesy.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the
Dude,
start.
that is
And here's
so
yet
lame.
another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Let's go. Go.
Here's Pacheco headed right. And he takes it down to 4 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Short one here, caught by McBride. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. You watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team.
How do I throw that pass?
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Yeah, things are pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. He connects with Hyatt. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 16. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
First down, Cardinals.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
Oh,
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
fudge.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A give left side for Benson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure.
Come on, dude. That's freaking ridiculous.
You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. They'll run here with Pacheco. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that
So
pregame
lame,
movement
dude.
has turned into results.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Ready? 60 Eagles. Panther 60. Panther 60. 19 Tiger. 9 go.
They give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now they're
Get
going to
slants.
call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. And he's across for a touchdown. And it's likely the game winner.
3 times he scored. 3 times. And that shouldn't even be there.
Extra point by Koo, up and good.
Good job cheating, dude. Good job cheating.
Get out of here with a come from behind victory. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Yellow, 22. Ready.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cards
Freaking bullshit, dude.
this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here.
Great job cheating.
Needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The
Good
offense
job,
trying to
bro.
go
Good
downfield
job.
to make their plays, but
Roll
defenses,
out,
they're sitting
stop,
back watching
on the
everything that they
sideline.
do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And the Cardinals season will continue as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
I should have lost. No. That's lame. No respect, bro. No. Oh my gosh. You're notorious for rolling out like that. It's bullshit. It is. It needs looked into, but it's 3 points in the freaking second half or fourth quarter. That boy, like, I can stand to lose, but when it's like that. When it's like that. No pressure. Instant, dog. No pressure. You're not looking to throw. Taking advantage of the AI. I'm clicking for my dude to freaking run to the quarterback. So lame. Throw it away. Throw it away. Let avoid Booby beat me. And I beat the shit out of this guy all the time. Let him beat me. Oh, because he freaking cheated on some plays. That's how. Oh, I did the first half. Wait a minute. He 3 touchdowns on that slant play. You're trash, dude. That trash. Three touchdowns on that same slant. That is 17-3 lead. Where's that one? $24-10 lead. Yeah, this. I wish I had this playback. What's my safety doing, dude? Should have had that picked. Should have had this picked, man. Corners in no man's land. Nah, he scored twice on that. Can't believe I didn't take the away RPO either. I wish he would have scored with like 35 seconds. Why is he not crashing on this? Should be there. Can you get back the ones that you just deleted? Freak.